Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about sketching. My name is Andre. Welcome to Art Club.
Art Club.
I love sketching. It's one of my favorite things to do in the whole world. Now, the most important thing I've found when you're sketching is to... What's that? You don't know what sketching is? I'm sorry. Let's start from the beginning. So, what's a sketch? Now, a sketch is really just a rough drawing. It's something you draw totally freehand. It's just you, your pen, and your paper. Now, sketches are usually not intended to be a finished piece of art. It's something you do to learn how to draw, or something you do to plan a more finished piece of art. If you have a sketchbook, it might have some quick doodles that you've done for fun or to practice drawing. These are your sketches. Okay, so why should we sketch? Well, there's lots of reasons to sketch. The main reason is it's fun. Drawing is my favorite thing to do. I've probably spent more time in my life drawing and sketching than I have sleeping. Probably. When I was a kid, I used to draw all the time. I would get a sketchbook and I'd fill it with characters I made up and characters I liked, like Mario, and funny scenes, and I'd practice drawing in different ways to figure out what style I liked. All that sketching I did when I was a kid is how I taught myself how to draw. And that's why I'm such an amazing artist today. What? Don't laugh. Another reason to sketch is to record something you see. Drawing things from real life is super important. You don't know how to draw a toaster until you've drawn a toaster, or a boot, or a frog, or anything. Artists spend a lot of time drawing from life. You can draw anything. People, objects, scenes, animals. When you draw from real life, it forces you to really look at the thing. And your sketch is a record of your discovery. Usually, sketches are something you do to practice drawing. It's how you learn how to draw. Some stuff you sketch won't look good. So you'll learn not to do that sort of thing. And you'll learn what doesn't work. And some of your sketches will look good and you'll learn to do more stuff like that. Sketching is you teaching yourself to be a better artist. There's a saying in art: the sooner you make your first 1,000 mistakes, the sooner you'll never make them again. When you're sketching, you're allowed to make as many mistakes as you want. Mistakes are a good thing when you're sketching. It means you're learning. You're figuring out what works and what doesn't. And trying stuff out is how you figure out new ways to draw stuff. We also sketch to plan our art. When you want to do a piece of art, like one of our weekly doodle challenges, it's super helpful to do some sketches first. You can come up with your idea first and then sketch it out a bunch of times to help you figure out how to make it look as good as it can. Also, sometimes you'll sketch something that looks amazing. Great! So you can take your sketch and use that as the base for making an awesome piece of art. When you do a good sketch, you've already done the hard part, which is to figure out what you need to do in your finished art. So when you go to do the real thing, it'll go much more smoothly because the decisions that you made in your sketch will be able to bring over to the final piece. All right, so how do you sketch? Sketching is the easiest thing in the world. It's just drawing. You've probably already done a ton of sketching. To do some sketches, there's only two things you need: something to draw on and something to draw with. For something to draw on, anything will work. Paper is probably your best choice. Any kind of paper, whether it's loose or in a book. A sketchbook is a book of blank paper that's perfect to fill with doodles. But even a book of line paper is fine. You don't need a fancy sketchbook. Any cheap book with blank paper will work just fine. Sketchbooks are a great place to keep all your ideas and explorations in one place. And when you filled it up, you can just get another one and you can collect these. And of course, you'll need something to draw with. The classic artist tool is the pencil, one of these ones that you can sharpen, or one of these mechanical pencils. Pencils are awesome because you can press light or hard to make dark or light lines, and you can erase with a pencil, which is helpful for sure. But remember, you don't need to be able to erase your mistakes when you're sketching. Sketching is all about making mistakes. Let the mistakes happen, and don't worry if your drawings aren't perfect. I like to draw with pens, just regular ballpoint pens or some of these ink flow pens. Pens are great because they make clear, dark lines, and ballpoint pens can make light or dark lines, just like a pencil. Ink pens make very dark lines. When you draw with a pen, you can't erase like you can with a pencil, but don't worry about it. That's just fine. When I make a mistake, when I'm sketching, I just try to change the drawing or I'll move on to a new drawing. Then you just gotta draw. You gotta draw what you see, draw your ideas, draw objects and scenes and characters, explore and figure stuff out. Figure out how you like to make your characters look and try new things. Sketching is your chance to let loose and go wild. When you sketch, you gotta fill that page right up. Don't draw one little thing on a page and then move on. That's a waste of paper. Every page in your sketchbook should be filled right up. Pack it full of awesome drawings. Let's discuss the rules of sketching. There are no rules. Just sketch. Sketch a lot. Don't worry about how they turn out. Be loose, be messy, explore, make mistakes, go crazy, practice, learn, have fun. Art is the funnest thing in the world. When you're a kid learning how to draw, having fun is all that matters. So, go get some paper, go get a pen, and start sketching. Bye-bye. Run for your lives now. Ah!